People know that we're getting ready to get online. We're gonna play a promo right quick. Put your cameras on, please. Hey, what's going on? What's going on, everybody? This is your boy NETSTARZ coming in from location here. We are back at the Work Live, courtesy of Seattle Amigos Radio. Thank you so much for having us here, my friend. We are here doing our platform right now, though, and basically on loan, but it's good to be back here, man. This is the building. I spent a lot of time here in this building and putting in a lot of work. So what I want to do right quick is before we go any further, or let you know what the format is going to be, we're going to be discussing talent show that we have. It's a showcase show called Seattle Music is Real Monthly Showcase, featuring Mr. Benjamin, who is the person behind the scene, putting it all together, building a platform for local artists in Seattle and the Northwest. That's what's up. We need that. We need somebody behind the movement, keeping it going, keeping it moving. As you know, I put a lot of work in that whole thing, and I just like to see the next man pick up the baton and keep it going. So what I want to do right now is, before we go any further, I have my, I want to run a little commercial right quick, okay, guys? I'll play my guy right quick for reasons.
Oh Lord, forgive them, they don't know what they do. Everyone giving out advice they themselves wouldn't use. See, the solution is the problem, wanna solve it, here's the key. Take care of your damn self, let everyone else be. Wanna give me help, I never ask for your hand. Stop acting like you're old, like there's a debt for being friends. I was taught to mind my manners, only speak if it's fact. Leaders to the front, you wanna follow, fall back. You'll never show growth if you don't care for criticism. Be humbled by the handout, here they're handing you the wisdom of self. It's a view from the outside. If you don't change, you won't change, with or without pride. Don't let in the devils, out for profit that provoke. And buying dreams the selling is certain to leave you broke. Stop worrying about the next man, stay focused on the future. When tomorrow shows up, you'll have it sewed up like a suture. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, man. Don't be thick-headed, let it penetrate your mind. Go on, soak in the knowledge, let it levitate your grind. If you outgrow some people, don't look back, just let go. If they gas you up, they wanna pay back for the petrol. Go on and gain the world, leave them lounging on the couch. They won't even know you're gone, you'll be glad that you got out. Protect your energy and keep your feelings in check. You can't respect life without self-respect. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, man. This is a reminder, let it go where it may. I'm just talking to me, so I don't lose my way. I'm just saying, man. This is a reminder, let it go where it may. I'm just talking to me, so I don't lose my way. Yeah. Black Gypsy. What up, Will? KP's.
All right, we are back. We got the whole crew in the house. I'm going to start from the left to the far left of me. I want you to go ahead and introduce yourself.
Mr. Benjamin.
All right, and
It's your boy Mari One.
all right, all right. Well, Mr. Benjamin is the person that I was talking about. Is pretty much has put together the showcase and the platform for the youth and the people that are out there doing entertainment and music in our community, giving us something to work with, something to be a part of. One of the things that attracted me the most about your event was the mission statement that you said. No violence.
That's right.
Go ahead. You go from there.
It's anti-guns, anti-gangs, anti-violence, anti-drugs. This showcases for the youth to help them figure out that they could channel that negative energy from being out on the streets to a platform and turn it into some positive energy to let them know that all hip hop ain't bad and ain't nothing wrong with, having a platform for them to go express themselves, develop themselves, and empower themselves into wanting to do something greater and good than basically just be, doing carelessness stuff. Channel that energy into some positive instead of wanting to be negative all the time. That's our mission. Basically, it's like, the Seattle music is real empowerment and development. Against all odds, stand tall. This is a movement, not a game. These two are not the same. This night promises to ignite the flame, unite, expose, and give fame to our youth and the artists within the communities we claim. Because this is for us. This is just to give back to our own community, my community, the South End, the CD, West Seattle, the streets of Seattle, the all around from the North End all the way to Olympia, as if you want to say, just a platform to get exposure in your own backyard. Because without having exposure in Washington State or the surrounding region, which is your backyard, you're basically defeating the purpose if those back home don't recognize who you are. How can you go somewhere else and claim to be someone when nobody don't even know you at home? That don't make no sense. That's backwards. So hopefully, I'm trying to change that narrative and give a platform to Seattle artists of all genre of music, not just hip hop, but all genre of music, as far as jazz, Latino, Mexican, as you could see it.
I think you better get ready for the African community too.
All the
There's a bunch of them.
Country, rock and roll.
Yeah.
I want everything on this platform because if you're from Seattle and the surrounding region, you got to understand this is Seattle music. And if you're doing the music talking about where you're from and how you live in and just your environment, you're talking about Seattle music. So we need to get a identity to the rest of the world to let the rest of the world know that Seattle music is real. This ain't a game, it's a movement.
Okay, I want to interject something here right here, man, because you got a good spill going, and trust me, I can feel the sincerity in what you're saying, and that's so noteworthy because we need passionate people behind the movement, no doubt. It's got to be passion behind it.
This is all about us. This ain't about I. There is no I in the team. This is about us. This is about trying to get the Northwest region exposed to the rest of the world. I've been all over the nation. I've been all over the country pushing Seattle music is real. And I'm trying to get us fellow musicians back home in the Northwest to all want to have a identity to the rest of the world. We're all talking about Seattle. I don't care what genre of music that you're doing. If you're an entertainer performing in the Seattle region and surrounding areas, that's the Seattle music. And we all need to be pushing Seattle music so the rest of the world can understand Seattle has a platform. Seattle artists.
No, Mr. Benjamin, I want to let people know how I first met you, okay?
Yeah.
What he said that he wants to let people know about Seattle music and pushing the music. I had a CD shop. It was like 2007.
2000.
We're talking about CD, so you know it's a long time.
That was a long time ago.
And he gave it to the shop. And he had like this many CDs. And he's like, hey man, you move the CDs for me because that's what I'm doing, right? And he left me the CDs. Now, Mike, he never came back for them. Never came back looking for the money, none of that. And I was like, man, what do I do? I didn't know that. And back then we didn't have Facebook. Right. So it wasn't like I could get in touch with her or nothing. But it was more than that. I knew what it was. It was the fact that you trying to establish the music that you had. And we was putting it out in the community. Well, you know what we were. We in the hood with it. We got basically a hood CD shop, and people are coming through, and that's how I got exposed to Mr. Benjamin.
And that was in 2007.
Yes.
It's 2022 right now. You gotta understand that I've been in this since '95. So being in this since '95 is telling you that I'm really serious about this region. I've been independent for this long.
So
I've been able to get myself on platforms because this region made me find my own world. I had to get out and understand who Mr. Benjamin really was, how much weight and how much of a leverage that Mr. Benjamin had, how much power did I, who was I as a independent artist around here. And hey, it's 2022, man.
Right. And so you've elevated yourself now to where you dabble with being an artist, but now you're into the promotion, the production.
Correct.
Even politics too, because where you're going, it's going to have you knocking on political doors. Because we're trying to build something that's going to be able to embrace the youth, have the children, the kids have somewhere to go, and basically, excel in their art.
If it all pans out that way, that would be great. We're gonna ride the wave, we're gonna surf it all the way out. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna keep doing this because this is what I wanted to do. This is what I'm gonna do, even if no one gets involved. This is just something that I'm gonna do because I feel it's my duty to give back to my community. And I was an artist myself, like you said at the time, and walked the walk. Yeah. And I truly understand what the artists need to get the maximum exposure in their backyard. And Seattle, Washington just happens to be my backyard. That just happens to be our backyard.
Okay, speaking of artists and getting artists out there, you want to tell us a little bit about this young man sitting next to us right here?
Well, next to us is Marty Phase 1.
I've
had the pleasure and honor in passing the torch to my son.
Oh, okay.
He grew up into this since, like I said, '95. That's when he was born. So he was born into this.
So he was picking up his microphones and doing all that stuff back then. Dropping the microphones.
Getting to witness it firsthand. And as he got older, he decided to where he shot me. He wanted to do it. I told him, I said, now, if you do it, you gotta be hard. You gotta be nice because you're not gonna embarrass me now. And I'm not gonna get behind you if you're not serious. So just to tell a story of how I figured out how good he was we was in 2016 at the West Coast Hip Hop Awards out there with Octavius Miller. Out there at the Rose Garden.
Shout out to Octavius, man.
Yeah. So I was supposed to perform that year. But unfortunately, the DJ never got my music far as we emailed it over, right?
Right.
His music came over.
Okay.
And I was like, look, check this out. I'm about to just put you on the spot. I never heard his music. I never heard his music live. I never heard his music in those speakers. I never heard his music really. So I basically just said, I'm about to put him on the spot just to see.
That was a big arena too.
What's so funny though, he rocked. But what's so funny about that?
Yeah.
I wasn't even supposed to go.
Oh,
it was just like a last minute thing. Like I just told him to come with me. Come on.
Yeah.
You coming?
Yeah.
Like, all right. I didn't have no haircut. And I'm just coming just because he's just
tag along with
Right,
stuff.
he's supporting.
In the background.
Yeah.
And then when we walked up to the DJ, he was like, I was like, send him your music. I'm like, what? And then we played So Bright. That was my first single I dropped in 2016.
Okay.
I didn't know what I was doing.
Was this your first performance also?
Period.
And it was at?
It was in Portland at the Roseland
At
Theater.
the Roseland Theater, working with Octavius. That's my correct?
West Coast Hip Hop Awards. And I was put on the spot, and that was the first time I ever performed in front of people. Period. I didn't know what to do. Nothing.
Yeah.
I was just
Now, for those of you guys who are out there on the platform who don't know what we're talking about the West Coast Hip Hop Awards, which is a yearly feature, a venue that goes on where the West Coast artists are acknowledged. And the realm goes from Snoop Dogg all the way to E40, all the way to us, all the way. It's just a representation of all of the West Coast artists. And this young man is thrown into the cooking fire. Is told to perform, and that was something, man. That's like, the starting running back gets hurt. They put you in the game and tell you to go play. You're like, I don't know what to play. They say, well, you know how to run the ball, right?
That was my first time, like in action, just doing it. Period.
Yeah.
Being in it.
I gotta say, he made me proud.
Do you got footage of that?
Actually,
It's somewhere on there.
Yeah, that's something you need to hold on to, man, because you never know, You never know. You're like, here's my first performance.
Because also, too, I got my little homie, Infamous, was able to perform as well.
Okay.
And he did his thing real good. And both of them did their thing. Both of them represented for Seattle. That the Seattle music is real movement.
Right.
That was basically the kickoff of his career.
Right. So now Mary Bass has moved on. He's seasoned.
Well,
He's he was blessed into the game off the rip. And then you got baptized. And now you basically are holding the baton, and you're the up and coming next group of performers that are seasoned that have an opportunity to show maybe even some younger guys how to get down.
Right. Don't get me wrong. It took a lot of time, a lot of hard work and practice and listening. I think that was probably the hardest part was listening.
Yeah.
Because I had to listen.
Yeah.
I was so used to just, I think I know how to do it. I'm going to do it this way now. I just had to listen. I gave my pops very big props for that. But without that, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now.
Well, right. I mean, you've been blessed to have a good mentor. It happens to be your father, you know what I'm saying? And from there, he's going to tell you what you want to hear and what you don't want to hear.
I'm all the way real with
Keep it at 100.
You gotta stay 100.
Yeah, and that's what makes you a better performer.
Sharp.
You want to hear the real shit.
I went through a lot of ups and downs through the nicks and crannies. Even when, because doing the music, there's a lot you have to break down.
Yes.
Anybody can make a song,
right.
But when it comes down to performing your song, that was like the first step of what I had to learn how to do.
Right.
Get out there, I have to learn stage presence.
Yes.
I have to learn the confidence. I have to build that up. There's a whole bunch of other stuff I have to learn.
Did you ever play sports?
Yeah.
So then that's how it's kind of the same thing,
It's the what's that word I'm looking for? The adaptation.
Yeah. And you bring the confidence with you that you've already established from playing sports, and now you're on the stage.
Right. So that's a lot of work.
By yourself. It's
like
you're shooting that free throw by yourself on the stage.
I went from having a hype man to being like, I'm good.
Yeah.
I just like to do it myself.
Right.
Because I can do it how I want to do it and how I want to play and figure it out, have a routine on my own.
Right. So you got your music all set up to where you know.
Correct. I know when it drops. I know when it's going to stop.
Right.
Cues that.
Okay, let's get into music now. Okay. How many projects do you got under your belt right now?
How many full
full completed works, yeah.
I got 3 mixtapes, which is the S.M.I.R.E.D, the mixtape volume 1. That's what kicked off all of it. Okay. And I have 24 ounces, the mixtape volume 2. And I have Power Up, the mixtape volume 3. Those is all mixtapes that I dropped back in 2016, 2017. Work those.
Yes.
And then a 2020, it was in April 2020, I dropped my first studio album,
Okay.
S.M.I.R.E. Auto 2.
All right.
So I pretty much took the mixtape name and made a continuation of it, but I did it studio-wise this time.
Right.
Brand new production, up to date,
Mm-hmm.
new beats, new lyrics.
Have those been released?
The album?
Yeah.
Yeah, everything.
So where can the platform find you at?
Everybody can find all that music. The album music can find Apple Music, Spotify,
Okay.
Tidal,
All digital streaming platforms.
iHeartRadio, anywhere you can stream, but the mixtapes are exclusively on that hit.
Okay.
On that hit.
You hear that, everybody?
That's old. That's old.
Sometimes that's where the heat is, though. You know, when you find that old school on that flip, and it's a mixtape, you like, boom. He's bringing it,
It's all exclusively on that pit, but
yeah.
I do have an EP that I'm gonna drop too.
No, it's on live mixtape.
It's on live mixtape?
Yeah, and it's on the mixtape hub.
That don't exist no more.
The mixtape hub?
No.
Yeah. Oh wow.
See, you know what's another one that I like to use back in the day? It's a lot like it was called was it Sound? It wasn't Sound.
I like that SoundCloud.
No, not SoundCloud.
That's
where you actually got rated, and you had, they had charting systems and all that. They're still, they're still around. People just fell out more to the SoundCloud.
Yeah.
But the SoundCloud to me was more precise because they had actual charting.
MySpace here, though.
Yeah, it was in the MySpace here. That's what I'm way back. I'm OG from way back.
I come from there when it wasn't none of that.
Of course.
No internet.
Come on now. We had cassettes and bass.
You had to be out in the street.
Did you ever have to do this one, Benjamin? Buy the CD duplicator.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And burn your own CDs.
And burn like a 50 of them at a time.
Yeah.
Jewel cases would be up all night with you and your team. Jewel cases, all that, when the first spines in the cases.
That's it. I got first hand of that.
Okay. So you know it all the way from the day of rapping it to all the way now. We just
I didn't understand it though.
Yeah.
Just do it till the box is done.
Yeah, exactly.
Me and my sister used to be there for hours.
And now there is no doing none of that. You just upload it to a digital platform,
right?
And it's out there like
right. And you might have something to do with your artwork. You put the artwork with it. That's kind of like similar to the days of putting it inside the case.
But there's always one thing that never changes and will never change. You have to market and promote your product. I don't care what you're doing, what you got, how hot you think it is. You got to market and promote that product after it's done. After the finished product, you need market and promotion. That's important, and that's the key to the success of any artist, musician, is promotion and marketing.
Exactly. So, speaking of promotion and marketing, let's talk about where the showcase is going to be. Give an idea for the local people so they can get a chance to go see these excellent artists in person.
Well, the event is at the Limbs Bookstore in Columbia City, right across the street from the S.M.I.R.E., directly across the street from the S.M.I.R.E.
Limbs is a landmark, by the way.
Yes, it is. It is a historical building bookstore that's been in Columbia City forever. And it will be there every last Saturday of each month. The first showcase was April 30th. The next showcase, which is coming up, is May 28th. And then after that is June 25th, July 30th, August 27th, all the way, so we can have a end of the summer bash.
That's what's up.
Which is going to turn out to be something great and spectacular. So everybody just come out and enjoy the experience. Is free for the community. Is a place where your mother can come, your grandmother can come, kids can come, watch you perform, support their family.
Safe environment.
Safe environment. We are real strict on the safety of our community because we're just tired of miscellaneous chaos that that's just
It gets
doing
associated
nothing.
with our music, and that's
Yes.
not good.
Because hip hop's not bad. You don't have to
No.
be. You don't have to be a criminal. You don't have to be a killer. You don't have to go to jail for a million years. You don't have to die to become famous. Famous rapper, famous musician. Your music blow up. You can be a honest, hardworking young individual who wants to be positive with their life, and you can still be famous. You can still have a future. You can still have a career in the music industry. You know, I'm trying to change that narrative because right now hip hop is so stagnated on, oh, you have to have all the guns in the world, you have to be a killer,
Or
you
on
have
drugs.
to be on drugs, you
That's
have
so
to be
crazy
on the
to me.
run, you have to go to jail, you have to die to
Yeah.
be famous. You know, all the artists that has passed away, rest their soul. You know, R.I.P. to all the fine musicians that happened to pass away that are now famous, but couldn't get that fame while they was alive.
Exactly.
That don't make no sense to me. Why should I be famous when I'm dead when you didn't pay me no attention when I was alive? That's backwards.
Yeah. And you know what? You doing showcases like this helps bring these younger people, this youth, into an environment where they get to see what it's like to get their flowers now.
Right now.
The appreciation.
And be praised for it right now. While
And see that they can be a part of a
Yes.
clean function to where,
Come on now.
you know, they realize, you know what, they got choices. You know, I can participate in this or I can participate in that. Well, the longevity is obviously going to be in a showcase like this. And that's something we want to help. We're also want to make an announcement that NETSTARZ is going to be helping out with the production. We're going to do the streaming for those of you guys around the country and around the world that want to get a chance to chime in with these Northwest artists and whatnot. And it's probably going to get to the point where we're going to have a lot of other artists, regional artists,
Coming that wants the
whoever's trying
exposure.
to just get on
They want it.
and come through to the Northwest and realize, you know what, it's popping over here too.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Because this platform is for everyone. And there's artists that are down south, Midwest, East Coast that wants the Northwest platform. And this is a platform for you to get exposed in Washington State and surrounding areas. This is the Northwest region. And any artist that's interested in the Northwest region, reach out. That's what this platform is for.
Give them the information of how they can reach out to you, sir.
You can actually DM me on Messenger, Mr. Benjamin Johnson. You can get at me on IG, Mr. Benjamin 2008, which is BJ&J Entertainment. Those are the best two ways for you to reach out to me. The best two ways, because all you have to do is submit your music, preferably YouTube links, and there's a team of individuals who actually picks the music for each lineup. Right now, the June lineup is almost full, so I encourage all genres of music, not just hip hop. Please submit your music because this platform is for all Seattle music, not just hip hop. But if the hip hop artists want to get exposed, it's here for you too.
Exactly. Outstanding, outstanding. So with that being said,
I got new music too.
okay, get that up, man. We'll get out the announcement. How we gonna get to it?
But we got some new Mari Base One music that just dropped. Actually dropped two singles back to back. The
Okay.
first one's called Pole Dancing, just straight by myself.
All
The
right.
second one's called Better Days, featuring my cousin Shaka. And both joints are produced by DJ Funk Daddy. Shout out DJ Funk Daddy.
DJ Funk Daddy. Shout out to the Bomb Master.
And we just dropped the videos on YouTube.
And they're on YouTube.
All the music's everywhere. YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, SoundCloud. Anywhere you can go stream the music, go stream that music, man.
Yeah.
Go stream that pole dancer. Go stream
Okay, let me ask you something, man. Is your music copywritten already, or is this stuff that okay? Well, all I'm worried about now is because I want to play it, but I just got what they call partnered with YouTube, right? So you know I'm what they call monetized now with YouTube. So if I play music that I'm not, that they feel like I might not have permission to, they like to do that, I could give you a copyright. Like, no, you can't. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna get some permissions from you, so I can show that. No, I can permission to play this art, and I can play it on the YouTube platform.
Really, all you gotta do is just play it, and once it say that, just hit that you got permission, because we're not going to contest it.
That's what's up. You guys heard it? It's written. It's on wax now. It's written in stone. So, and I'm all about promoting that, man. I'm looking forward to what they call the pole what?
Pole dance.
That's what I want to see. I want to see. I know you got some females up in there.
Yeah, and the videos too. Those two videos, pole dance and Better Days, is actually directed by me.
Okay.
And my bro, Tilly Co _ on Instagram.
Alright.
We both directed it, he filmed it. So that's a joint collective in-house video.
So how can we find you on Instagram?
You can find me on Instagram at @MariDays1. That's MARIDASED1.
Okay.
All one word. And you
All right.
see my NFT on there.
All right, this man's working. That's what I'm talking about. He's raising the bar. He's taking what Pops gave him and taking it up to the next level. That's what I'm talking about, man.
He gotta be sharper than me.
Yo, that's what we all want, right? We want him to be better than us.
Way better.
So with that being said, NETSTARZ Live is going to say, man, salute to you guys, man. We definitely got you on the movement, whatever you're trying to do, 100%, you know what I'm saying? We're going to help you push that, make that safe environment for these young guys, you know what I'm saying? And help get this message and this movement out there, man. Again, the name of the movement is
Seattle Music is Real. This is a movement.
All right. So with that being said, NETSTARZ Live is going to take us up out of here. And as you know, we're going to play our promo. Until next time, NETSTARZ Live signing out. We gotta work together, brother.